Hey guys, welcome to Mars Trilogy. Right now, a war in the Middle East is quietly pulling multiple countries towards the same conflict. The United States, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, India, even China and Europe too. Missiles are moving, oil routes are at a risk, the whole tourism across the Gulf is collapsing, and one narrow waterway gets blocked, the Strait of Hormuz. The price of the fuel across the whole entire world could explode. So the crisis escalated after United States launched strikes on Iranian military and nuclear-related targets. Iran responded with drones and missiles towards the American positions and allied locations across the whole Gulf. But the real impact goes far beyond the battlefield. The GCC countries, which includes Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, and Oman, are generally feeling the pressure right now. Tourism and aviation in the region are taking a hit as airlines reroute their flights. Travelers grew cautious about visiting this Gulf during these rising tensions, and then the most important global choke point, that is the Strait of Hormuz. Nearly 20% of the world's oil travels through this narrow passage between Iran and the Gulf states. If this route is disrupted, the oil prices could surge globally, and countries like India and China would feel this immediately because both rely heavily on Middle Eastern oil imports. Europe is also vulnerable, okay, since its energy supply chains depend on stability in the region. Ironically, one country that could financially benefit from the rising oil price is Russia, whose economy gains when the energy prices increased. But the military alliances around the conflict are even becoming more complicated because Saudi Arabia recently reminded that Pakistan that their strategic defense agreement, which states that an attack on one could be treated as an attack on both countries. This means that Pakistan could face the pressure to support Saudi Arabia if the conflict spread across the Gulf. However, Pakistan is already dealing with rising tensions with Afghanistan along in the border, creating another security challenge. At the same time, Pakistan must consider its long-standing rivalry with India, especially some of the military movements near the border increase in the regional sensitivity. Meanwhile, the global defense logistics are shifting. Military systems and missile defense equipments from the US allies, including deployments connected to East Asian partners like South Korea, are being redirected towards the Middle Eastern defense networks. All of this shows this conflict is no longer just regional. It is a global chain reaction affecting oil markets, tourism, economies, military alliances, and even global trade. So, the real question right now is, will diplomacy contain the crisis, or are we witnessing the early stages of a much larger global struggle?